whatever gel, braiding gel y'all using.
Look at this gel, guys.
No one else tell you otherwise. Here are my top 3 recommendations. Is that not a lot of gel? Like, you guys will just sit down and allow braiders to be adding so much gel on your scalp? That's crazy.
I get dirty thoughts about you. They get worse when I'm without you. Does that mean that I'm going to hell?
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dress Dixon. So we are just going to dive into this video. So today's video is all about the reaction of gels on the scalp. Like, I see a lot of videos of this new generation hairstylists with what they call themselves, that have degrees. See what the license. I see them putting gel on their client's scalp. They said the gels are made for braids. Like, since when did we start putting gels directly to our scalp? Like me now, my scalp is very itchy. Like, I've had these braids for 2 weeks now. Like, before you know it now, you see my scalp is flaking already. I'm thinking of how to wash my hair. And imagine putting gel on a flaky scalp. Like, my scalp easily gets irritated. That's why I don't do protective style. If I do protective style, maybe just for like a month, is out. And I don't see the reason why they are stylists of nowadays are putting a handful of gel on their client's scalp. Are they doing it so you can come back quickly? Because with that amount of gel I'm seeing them putting on their client's scalp, you are not going to take that for a month. It's not possible, because with those gel you're going to have dandruff and your scalp is going to flake immediately, and you start itching your scalp. Before you know it, the style you make with a lot of money will be done. I have a couple of videos that I got from TikTok. I've been seeing this. I said, no, let me talk about it and also get you guys thoughts, because I've never seen something like this in my life.
Look at this gel, guys. Look at this white stuff from the gel. I hate the gel.
From the gel, you hate the gel, but you were there. You sat down and watched the stylist put that amount of gel on your head. You don't hate it.
In the city, maybe you should drive a Yukon. Pick up whenever you call. In the parking lot in Tucson.
What's with the gel though? They said the gel is meant to make the style look sleek, beautiful, but I don't understand. Can't they use creams? I don't, maybe shea butter. But what's with all the gels? The gels are just too much.
Why do braiders these days use so much gel to braid hair? I just braided my hair, I came back like a few hours ago, and look at this. Look at all the white pieces of fluff in my hair. My hair doesn't react well to gel, and I don't know why I didn't say something. I should have said something, but now I regret it, because it looks like it's full of dandruff when it's clean. I think I'm gonna start saying no to gel. Like, let's just go back to the basics. We used to do it without gel before. We can still do it without gel, and the hairstyle will still look good if the braider is good at what she does.
She said she just did this hair a couple of hours ago, and her hair does not react to gels. Your hair does not like gel. Why were you sitting down and letting the braider pack so much gel on your head? Like, I don't know who told them that gels is the goal. You can easily braid the hair so neat. I braid this myself. I make it myself. You can easily braid the hair without you adding gels. Like, what's it for though? Just because you want this style to be flick, this style will only be flick for like 2 to 3 days, because a lot of people have itchy scalp. Like me now, people are saying putting oil directly to your scalp. If I put oil on my scalp, oh my god, my scalp is going to be itching me. So I normally just apply oil to the length of my hair, not on my scalp. And I don't swipe poo gels on the scalp. I can use gel to make to do my wash and go, but not on my scalp.
About me is, especially when I get boho braids or just any braids for real, after I'm done, I get a wet washcloth and I just wipe them. Because why do they use so much gel? It's like, I get it, you want to make it last and all that stuff, and you gotta separate the hair, but the gel feeling, I hate it. It'd be too sticky. I don't even know how to describe like the residue. But yeah, I just take a wet washcloth and I wipe through pretty much every braid because I hate the feeling. So yeah, just a little hack if you also hate the gel as well. Bye.
Yeah, she's trying to show you the little the hack that she normally do after she braid her hair. I think that's a very good idea. If you come back home, you just take a wet towel somewhere, damp it, and use it to wipe off the gel from your scalp. I think with that, you might not get all the gels out, but you might get some of it out, and it's going to last you a little bit longer, especially when you know the gels are itchy. They are going to be itching your scalp. I think it's better for you to wipe them out with a duke or I keep saying duke, a towel, or this hand towel. You put it in the hot water, then you just use to wipe the gels off. Then maybe it will last. But the problem is all the gels are not going to be off. There will still be some on, but I think that is better.
Y'all, when did braiders decide it was okay to part the scalp with gel? If y'all see the amount of flakes I have, these are not dandruff flakes. Even though I be having bad dandruff flakes, these are gel flakes. And they are like I not washed my hair. I showered without a shower cap just to like wet my scalp. And when I was like pulling, I just saw all the gel just it's deep in there, like it's in there. And I'm not gonna take these braids out prematurely, because even sitting there and waiting as long as I did, yeah, these braids gonna stay in until March, maybe. They're gonna stay until March. But gel is my enemy. Anyone that is okay with braiders braiding with gel, no, it feels anti-black, and I don't like it.
That's my problem. They keep saying they don't like it, they don't like it. You don't like it, but you sat down on that chair and allow that braider to pack a lot of gel on your scalp. What were you expecting? It's going to flake. It's going to be flake sitting on your scalp.
My hair look crusty right now, but don't say anything. Don't do too much. Don't do too much. I just want to come on here and ask a question. Why these hairstylists be taking a handful of gel and they swipe it all across your scalp to get a clean part? What? My scalp is going to be itchy by next week. I'm going to have to take the style out. Like, that's why I don't be going to nobody to get my hair done for real. That's why I do it myself. Because if you go like this and you go like this on my scalp, babe, yeah. Bye, y'all.
Now, I don't know what is in these new braiding gels, but it's got to stop. I knew it got crazy when braiders were asking you to bring your own jar of product to your service. BYOJ services. The new stuff that they're using is industrial wax. Let's be so real here. Back in the day, our moms were using either grease or some Shine and Jam. And we all know Shine and Jam doesn't really have holds for real. Hair needs to be able to be malleable and behave like hair. We don't talk about it enough, but parting is technique, not basing your scalp with product. I do mini twists, I do chunky braids, all of that with my own hair. And I don't use jam or anything. I just take my time, part with a 3-way mirror, and then use some mousse. Stop basing your scalp with radioactive edge control and just learn proper technique. Take your time, especially if you have a sensitive scalp like me.
Right, she said party is technique, and that is true, because if you really want to get a very clean hair, like a very clean part, you have to know exactly what you are doing. You don't really need to use gel to make the parts more visible. I don't understand. I swear the beauty of this generation is getting out of hand. You can easily part it and it's going to be very, very beautiful. I don't see the need of adding gels. And the funny thing, they said the way they call it gel, they are trying to make it feel professional. They are like, it's a braiding gel. What is a braiding gel? Since when do we start having braiding gels? Must you put it on the scalp? You can easily just maybe put it at the length of the hair, not on the scalp.
Why is everything drowning in braid gel now? It doesn't matter what style you get, what you do, or what's going on. It's a buttload of braid gel. What's going on with it? If we really want to keep it real and keep it a buck, all that gel don't do nothing but cause flaking. And it don't even look good the next day. It look a mess. It looks muddy. It look like you done had your hair up for forever. Back in the day, them old school stylists, yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. They relied on grip and prep. Sometimes they may have used a little bit of jam, but it was nothing like what y'all use now. And I just want to know, like, where did that come from? Where? And I'm going to keep it a buck, and let's be real if we going to be anything. Product should not replace skill. And I feel as though a lot of people have gotten it misconstrued. Product, again, should not and does not replace skill. Period.
I think what they are doing, that they are using product to replace skills. That is exactly what she's saying. A lot of them don't know how to do hair. They will just rely on the gel, because when you use gel to part the scalp, it will be so sleek and sleek, you know. A lot of them are using gel to cover their shame.
So I came across this post on Facebook that was basically talking about modern day braiding versus back in the day braiding. And people were saying how back in the day, they didn't use all them products and everything. So as I was reading the comments, it really made a lot of sense, because the girlies under there was like, well, back in the day, we was braiding on permed hair, so we didn't have to use all them products. We braiding on natural hair now in a lot of different hair types and textures, so we need the product. And I mean, I guess, I don't know, that got me to thinking, because I really didn't think about it. People was getting perms back then. They weren't really, I mean, they was natural, but you know, it's just a different time. It's a different era. So is that the excuse? Would you really call it an excuse? But I don't know. That makes sense though. I mean, it really do make sense. It was a whole debate. It was a whole backwards and forwards on that, because it was another side that was like, nah, that ain't really no excuse to why y'all using all this product and why y'all can't braid without no product. Because back in the day, they used to just use Blue Magic. Now you need all kind of edge controls and braid gels. Like, when did braid gels become popular like that? Something to think about.
Back in the days, a lot of people were relaxed. So the relaxer has already swooped the hair and make it all easy for the braiders to braid. But is that an excuse though? For me, I don't think that is an excuse. They are just looking for an excuse for them to keep putting gels on people's scalp. I don't understand. I'm talking about the scalp, not the length of the hair. You may put gel at the length of the hair, but why are you putting it in the scalp? You are saying because their hair is thick, everybody's not. If everybody is natural, you can easily blow out the hair. Then when you blow out the hair, it's going to look as if the hair is relaxed. You guys don't understand. Let me show you a couple of videos of you see the way they are actually putting gels on the scalp. Oh, the scalp. You see the way she applied gel. You see the way she used the wire tooth comb to pack all the gel. Just on what are they doing? This is going to cause a lot of flakes. So my advice, if you know you have itchy scalp, your scalp is already itchy, do not allow any braider to put gel on your scalp. If you can braid your hair by yourself, do it at home. There are a lot of tutorials here on YouTube of how to braid your hair, because this is not good for our scalp. Our scalp breathes, you know, is alive. They are using gel to block the follicles. Is it, oh, how do they speak the language? To block your scalp. How you, I don't understand. This is unhealthy. You see the way I'm itching my hair already? I'm itching my hair, and you expect me to put gel on my scalp? I will not sleep that night. I will lose that hair that night, because I will not survive the itchiness. You see, when it's summer like this, I wash my hair almost I think like 2 times a week, because I will be sweating on my scalp, and my scalp will be flaky, will be itchy. If I just, you will see the flakes coming down like a Sahara desert, and you expect me to add gel. I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know, but this is unhealthy. Putting gel on the scalp is unhealthy, and I don't know why all these new modern generation stylists are putting gels on the scalp. For me, I don't really see the need. When you know what you are doing, you don't need gels to pat the session. That's not nice. Stop doing it. If you know you have issues with your scalp, stay home and braid your hair. Okay? You hear what I said? If you like, carry your scalp and go and give them, so they can mat your head with mountain of gel. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We've come to the end of this video. Please, like I said, do not hesitate to like, comment, and leave your comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like and also share. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.